Yo, what's going on, guys? Long time no see. It's been a while since the last upload, but as you can probably guess, the alpha kept me pretty busy as I was streaming it every day over on Twitch and giving away keys, which was an awesome experience. And shout out to Marvel Rivals for giving me the opportunity to share it with all of you guys. Today's video is going to be a tier list, which is a combination of our early impressions after the first few days of playing and our post-alpha experience, so that we can give a full assessment as to where we felt these characters were at that moment in time. Also, since this was done on stream, it was really fun doing it with our community and getting live input to make the list as accurate to the collective experience of everyone who's watched the game or played it themselves. But I don't want to waste any more of your time. Thanks again to Marvel Rivals and to you guys who showed up to support my streams, because it was something that I would definitely be doing more regularly. So if you haven't already, go ahead and follow me over on twitch.tv/xmar. And if you enjoyed the video, don't forget to like it, comment your thoughts, and if you agreed or disagreed with certain placements, and subscribe to stay locked in for more Marvel Rivals content. Now let's get into the video. I'm thinking about putting Black Panther in like top of C, bottom of B right now. That's where I'm feeling right now. I mean, is that fair to say? Because look, he's fast, he's incredibly, he does a lot of damage, and obviously he has his passive of the low health increased damage, but unless it's really hard to pull that off, because everybody has ability to range. Yeah, most people don't know how to use him yet. Yeah, I experienced one good Black Panther last match, like one of the matches we played like yesterday, and he was going crazy, I'm not gonna lie. And I was like, okay, yeah, this is the potential where Black Panther could be. Like, you really got to know how to pick and choose your battles with him. It's B, low B. All right, we'll put him in low B, and then we'll go again and revise it. We'll put him in B. Groot, immediate. I think Groot's S tier. If you've been watching my stream, other streams, dude, Groot's insane. His ability to block off choke points, his ability to like just completely disrupt an enemy team's flow is insane. Hela goes into S. I don't even think we have to question about it. She's insane. She's also very good. Okay, well, here's my thing. I could make the argument. I could see the argument if it's A. If you guys have an argument for why she should be an A instead of S, I want to hear it. But I think she's S because her damage output is insane. Like the critical headshots. If you're hitting with her, she's for sure S. Her ultimate is very powerful, but you're just stuck in the air and everyone just beams you out of the air, right? And then you come back to the ground. So, and people are starting to get, you know, some people are trying to come up with counter strats for her with Doctor Strange. Like Doctor Strange flies up, puts his shield up in front of her, and then you're pretty much like GG's. Like, you're not doing anything really. So I could see the argument for her being a top A. Hulk? You think Hulk's A? I don't know. A plus? You think Hulk's A plus? I think Hulk's B, honestly. Yeah, I was gonna say B. I feel like Hulk isn't, like, when he rages out, people just like target you, and then you're pretty much back to Bruce. And every time you go to Bruce, you're insta dead. So I would say I could see him in like B. Honestly, there's an argument for even C, but I don't want to put him that low. I don't think he's a C tier. Firestar, I think Hulk is A or B. Yeah, I'm gonna put him in B for now. We'll go back over at the end and we'll revise the list. Iron Man. I think that there's a problem with Iron Man. I think the problem is, I feel like Iron Man is hard to use for some people because his flying isn't super clean, and because he has projectiles, it's hard to track people with how fast everybody moves. He can do a lot of damage. He has a lot of damage output, and his ultimate is insane if you get it right. I'll put him in B for now. Loki, I think, is it fair to put Loki in S or A? I think Loki might be fair. Loki might be S. He might be our first S strategist. Dude, there's been so many games where Loki's clones are just they're out of control. Yeah, S, right? We all agree. We're agreeing S. If he has all clones that he can heal. Yeah, exactly. It's good if you're knowing how to play it. Yeah, I mean, but that's the difficulty with a lot of these players, man. They can be whatever, right? It's all subjective, but these characters can go all the way up to S if you know how to play them. I think objectively, if we're looking at every single character in general and where they stack up in terms of their kits and just like overall, I think Loki's S for sure. I mean, you stand inside of his invincibility, the clones, when he pops his like invincible ability inside the clones, and you basically Scarlet Witch can't do it. Nobody can do anything to you. You're pretty much you're invincible, literally. Nobody can do anything to you. And say we're gonna talk about the other strategist here in a second too with Luna. I mean, like, bro, she's cracked too. And the fact with Loki is that you can place 3 of them in different points. Your entire team can survive at different locations, and you don't even have to trip. Like, you don't have to all be in one centralized location, which is insane too. So if you have a really crazy Loki, Like you're cooking. Luna. I have a bone to pick with Luna, and it's the fact that her ultimate is insane. It's either the fact that her cooldown on it is too quick, or her ult lasts too long. I can't figure out what it is, because dude, I swear, bro, Luna's ults go off so fast back to back. I swear, it's insane. Her ultimate's insanely strong. I can make an argument for her being top A. I don't know what the specific timer is for her cooldown, but she gets it back really fast. Luna Snow Crater, where you at? Yeah, Danny, where you at? You need to answer some answers. You have some questions to answer. Honestly, I could see her being I could see her being top A, because her ult is strong. But that's pretty much why I feel like she's really strong. Her healing ability is decent, but there's an argument that Loki can out heal her. I think there's a definite argument Loki out heals her. So yeah, I think top A. I think top A is good for her in terms of strategists. Magic. You know what? I thought Magic was gonna be real. You think Magic's S? You guys think Magic's S? I was gonna say maybe bottom A, because I thought Magic S. I thought Magic was gonna be an immediate S tier character, and she's really good, but she also gets clapped on. Like it's always Magic always seems to want to dive into like teams, and like she just always gets clapped on. You think she's better than Hela? She's beating most melee? Yeah, probably. She's better than Black Panther. But you guys think she's better than you guys think I should put her over Hela though, or? Because Hela's crazy. I was like, Hela's crazy. Nah, Magic's low A for sure, I think. Magneto's interesting. Magneto's ult, when done right, is pretty devastating. His little sword thing is super annoying. I think Magneto's A. Slick. I think Magneto might be a B tier character, dog. I think Magneto might be top B. I think he might be better than Hulk. Only reason I feel like he's better than Hulk is because he has in his kit, he has more ability to fight off people from distance, in which a lot of these fights you need to fight people off on distance, versus Hulk is you're getting up into people's face, and yeah, you can do a lot of damage because you have a lot of health, but I mean, against a good team, Hulk don't really do anything, bro. Like against a really solid team, Hulks are just kind of getting clapped on. Hulk's not scary. Top B, lowest A. Mantis. I haven't played a lot of Mantis personally, and I haven't played with a lot of I've played against, I feel like, more Mantises than I've played with Mantises, and I was gonna say, bruh, she might be like C for me right now. Namor, Namor. So Namor's ult, I feel, in my opinion, is kind of underwhelming, because if you were there for the Marvel Rivals on the Marvel Rivals Discord, yeah, no problem, no unnoteworthy. If you were in the Discord during the story times, and you remember how they were talking about Namor, and when they finally talked about his ultimate, you would think that they were talking about a giant ocean was gonna come and just obliterate people. It's just, I don't know. His ultimate's meh. Now, in terms of his octopus line of octopus turrets, also they're a nuisance. Nothing too serious to deal with. His spears are pretty okay, but other than that, Fishman I think might be D tier. Penny Parker is hard to use, and she is kind of wonky. She's nothing, yeah, and I don't think people have figured her out quite yet. I feel like I can't place her any higher than C right now, just because I haven't seen anything crazy to her, bro. Technically A to defend a point, but B overall. Mid B, really? Not C? Am I tweaking? Is she like low B, or is she higher than Hulk at least? All right, I'll give you guys that one. B. Punisher, ooh. Punisher was like the first character I tried in the game. Punisher is like, now is he S? Let's be real, guys. I love Punisher. I don't think he's S. I think he's A. Honestly, there could be an argument for high B even. Yeah, low A, high B. In top ranks, he's broken. Oh yeah, I mean, of course, I would assume he'd probably be broken, but because he's not that hard to use, he's little mobility, and he's honestly works well with his tanks. If you're playing close to your tanks, you're good. And his turret's insane. His ultimate's insane. He's high A, and his the combo, the team up with Rocket is just it's man. You can melt everybody. High A. Yeah, I don't think he's higher than Hela. I love Punisher. I mean, like I say, I love him, but I don't think he's higher than Hela still. He could be top A. All right, yeah, I think okay. I think top A serves him. I think top A serves him well. Rocket Raccoon. In terms of healing output, insanely easy to use. For a lot of people who want to get into strategies and want to heal, Rocket's really good. And his combo with Groot is insane. With Rocket, you shouldn't necessarily have to shoot if you don't have to, but you primarily should be just shooting your healing balls, and that should be your main priority. And then also you have your respawn beacons, which are insanely clutch as well. And then his cosmic yarn. Activation yarn, or I forgot the specific name of it. I think cosmic yarn activation or whatever it's called, is damage output's also really good. Rocket overall very solid. Like I said, he's not difficult. Not. I think he's probably the easiest healer to use in the game. I think he's solid A. I think he might be. You think he's higher than Luna or lower than Luna? Okay, definitely over Luna. As I say, they're different classes. I don't necessarily. I mean, over Hela or over Luna. Yes, but because we're talking about the same classes here. But I think he's better than Luna in that regard. Easier to use if you're new into the game and you want to try strategist and you want to just get in and like try your first healer. Rocket's your guy. Pretty straightforward to use, I think. Scarlet Witch. I think she's here, dude. I think she's S. She's bottom S probably, but she's S easily. Her ultimate, if you've been watching any gameplay from it, is just broken. It's so broken. And obviously it's intended, but it evaporates everything in its radius. And not only that, her primary attack, just you don't need to try very hard. She's incredibly easy to use. She's pretty straightforward. Her primary attack's easy to use. She's very straightforward. So in terms of how easy she is to use and in terms of how powerful her abilities are, I would argue that Scarlet Witch is just broke. Spider-Man? Yeah. Sorry, I think he's immediately a C tier right now. You think he's S? What? Spider-Man's just not that good right now. I just don't think for the average general. Okay, for the general, like, let's look at it from this way. Let's look at it from this perspective. A lot of these characters, if you master them, yes, you become a god. But for the general casual players, the general audience, every time they see Spider-Man, he's getting shit on. Unfortunately. He's got the best movement, sure. But for the most average of players, and everybody who's a casual, they're not gonna pick him up like that. There's a reason why he's a 5-star difficulty character. And I think that he's right around C tier right now. His abilities are decent. His abilities, I think, in terms of all the melee characters, they're just not quite up to par yet. When you can when everyone being able to have projectiles and hit scans, either way. And I play Star-Lord. Spider-Man's not really that hard to. I mean, he only because he can swing around, it's hard to aim at. But like, he's not really doing much. And I also have movement as Star-Lord. We're about to get to him right here. But most of these characters, Iron Man, unfortunately, easy to just beam out of the sky as well if you're playing Punisher, Hela, Star-Lord, even Magneto. Spidey and C is mad. I think if we're looking at this from the most general of overall perspectives, I think Spider-Man right now, I think is C. Could there be an argument for low B? Possibly. He's actually probably, let's put him right here. Let's do that. Yeah, he's a movement demon. Yeah. Putting this on YouTube? I might put it on YouTube. Star-Lord. Let's do, because I'm biased, John Star-Lord. I think Star-Lord, his movement and positioning, he's S. Yeah, but okay, I'm biased, but I also want to be fair, which is totally contradicting. But I'm trying to be objective here. Hear me out. Spidey in the hands of a good S player, S tier, but in the hands of a new not so good player, mid B. He has the damage and the movement. Yeah, I see what you're saying. Think about how many matches we play and how often people are really playing Spider-Man. You're not seeing a lot of Spider-Mans in game right now, and probably because of the fact that he's hard to use. All right, you know what? For the sake of the argument, right? We'll go back and revise it. We'll put him at low B, okay? We'll put him at low B. Back to John Star-Lord. John Star-Lord is top A or bottom S, and I'm trying to be objective as to where I want him. I think like I said, in my hands, I feel like he's S when I'm playing with him, but I could also see him being top A. And for his usability, his ability to be used by anybody really, Yeah, it's my tier list, but this is also community involved. That's why I'm having you guys do it. Otherwise, I would just have done a recording of YouTube privately, right? Now, if he's an S, okay, if Star-Lord's an S, he's not better than Scarlet Witch, in my opinion, I think. Like I said, I'm being objective here. I obviously have shit on multiple Scarlet Witches as Star-Lord, but overall, on most matchups, she is like she's one of his direct counters. He's definitely high A. She's better. No, yeah, she's better. But yeah, I think this is where he's gonna land. Storm, I feel like I haven't seen when are you gonna play? Probably after this. We're gonna play after this. I haven't seen a lot of storms, but the few storms I have seen, she's slow. Yeah, S tier aimbot broken. Her ultimate is insane. Yeah, there was one game we played where there was a storm who popped off on our team, and she was like crazy. Like her ultimate was crazy broken, dude. I think honestly she might be. Yeah, one storm from yesterday was crazy. Yeah, she's the most mid character. She's one of the most visually stunning characters, overall aesthetically. But I think that she is, you know what? I think this is starting to become more fair. You think she's above Hulk? Doctor Strange, I think top A. I think this is the tier list. I think this is kind of where we're at right now. If you come with a portal, he wins games. Oh, of course. Yeah, for sure. If you portal him right, he's insane. But his primary attack is also pretty strong. But obviously the biggest thing about him is the shield and just the portal, really. And then the ultimate's annoying, but you also go back into your bodies like pretty quickly. So it's not like you're stuck out of your body for long enough for the fact that like most of your team's gonna die, unless it's like a crazy situation where like nobody's paying attention. Most of the time, a Doctor Strange has ulted us. If we have a healer nearby, we're kind of chilling. I feel like that's been most of the experiences I feel like I've had. Put Spider-Man high C. I feel like this is about right. He's kind of OP in the wrong way. Yeah. All right. I think this is a solid first go through. Maybe after the alpha's over and we look back at it, we'll adjust based on how much more time we get with looking at every character. Well, that's a tier list. It's probably gonna go up on YouTube.
1 week later.
Okay, so Hulk. We had Hulk at bottom of C. I think Hulk honestly still is the bottom of C. Shit, you can even make the argument. Nah, he's bottom C. He's bottom C. I think that was a good rating for him. Doctor Strange, I think I'm putting up an S. I think either bottom S or he is top of S, and I can't figure out which one yet. We'll figure it out as we keep going. I think he deserves to be an S tier now. He was at the top of A, but with the amount of people that are running the Strange Groot combo, there's only so many Vanguards, he's really good and deserves. I think he deserves to be at least in A. Groot still, in my opinion, top of S. I still believe Groot's top of S for sure. Magneto. Where do we put Magneto? He was top of C. I think it's fair to keep him at top of C still. I think it's fair to keep him at top of C. You think Magneto's mid A? I'll level with you, and what if we put him in B? What if we put him in B tier? Because he's definitely better than Hulk. But because of the shit we talked about earlier with him, I could definitely see him being B tier. Penny Parker, I think Penny Parker's bottom B right now. I don't think she deserves to be in C, but I think she's bottom B right now. Panther, where do we put Panther? We put Panther in middle of C. I think after playing with Panther a little bit more, and because of how high skill ceiling he is, he still needs to be adjusted, but he has so much potential. I'm gonna put him in C still. I think it's fair to just leave him in C for right now. I think he has so much potential to be way better. And like I said, this rating is for the general player base and what they would experience and what our experiences have been. So we're trying to keep it fair. Because obviously at the highest end of play, at the highest levels of competitive, some of these characters can obviously, any character is subjective to go up to the AS category, but we have to look at them at a baseline level and where they are. And right now he's just not up there yet. He has so much potential. Hella fucking top of S, obviously, is a no-brainer. Iron Man, where do we put Iron Man? We put Iron Man in B tier. I think Iron Man, after kind of looking back and kind of analyzing what's going on with him, I think he might be C. Bottom C. I don't think he's D. I don't feel like he's D. I think he might be bottom C. It's either one of the two. It's interchangeable between Black Panther and Iron Man right now. Where this is right here. Lowest C. Magik. Where do we put Magik? We put Magik at bottom of A. As of right now, as it stands, I could leave her in A. I think she's there. I think Namor's D tier, and we put Namor in D tier last time. Punisher. I think Punisher is S tier. Easy. I think Punisher is S tier character. Scarlet Witch. Scarlet Witch we had in S. I think she belongs in, because of the way like I said, because of the way you think Scarlet Witch is bottom S. Yeah, that's where we had her last time. We had her bottom S. Top A. I was gonna say, I believe Scarlet Witch is either top A, and there's an argument. Honestly, there could be an argument that she's top B, dude. She's still solid. Oh, 100%. I'm not, no, she's not bad. But because of the way the meta has adjusted around her, I have an argument that she's just like bottom, either top B, bottom A. One of the two. I could be convinced that she's literally here, or oops, or here. And I think this is no fault of maybe her own, but it is her fault. Because of the way everyone's adjusted to playing against her, dude, and how good these other characters are. Like, dude, these two alone nullify Scarlet Witch so easily. It's insane. Spider-Man. I want to put Spider-Man. I want to put Spider-Man top of B. I'm gonna put Spider-Man top of B. He was top of C last time, but I think top of B is fine for him. Star-Lord we had an S, and I was biased because I was playing him. He was bottom S. I think Star-Lord is A, top of A right now. He was S, bottom S last time, but I think, and honestly, you could make the argument that he's bottom S still, or top A, and I think it's totally fair to leave him here. Nah, we'll leave him here. We'll leave him at bottom S. We'll leave him at bottom S. Storm. Well, we can come back to it at the end. We'll come back to the end and we'll adjust. Storm she's underrated and needs her. I think she needs she needs a little bit more flexibility on her kit. In terms of like just some of the base stats that she has. I think she's top of C. She's so underrated. Again, she also has a lot of potential, but she's also very strong in the right hands. Last time, where did we put Storm? We put Storm in the middle of C last time. I think she's top C or bottom B, either one, dude. All right, fine. Okay, fine. I'll give it to you. I don't think she's top of C. I'll give it to you. Middle of B. I'll agree. Okay, I'll give it to you. She's underrated. She's good. She deserves to be at least. She's not C tier. Loki. Where did we put Loki last time? Oh, he was top of S. I think Loki, I don't know if he's top S. I think he might be middle S. He's very strong, very good. But if we're talking about strategists now, I think Luna's top of the game right now. Is this fair? I think she's top of the game right now, simply because of how good her ult is. Her ult carries her. It carries the entire match, carries an entire match, an entire game. It can. That's how strong it is. Mantis. Where did we put Mantis last time? We put Mantis at bottom C. I would put her at like maybe middle. Still C tier. Needs work. Rocket. Rocket I think deserves to be top A. I think Rocket's there. I think Rocket's a solid strategist character, and he's good for his niche. I think he's good for what he does, and I think that's why he deserves to be probably A, middle A. I think bring Star-Lord to middle. Okay, yeah, so let's go back and let's readjust now. Let's reevaluate. Hela can stay, Luna stays, Groot stays, Strange stays, Loki stays, Punisher stays. Star-Lord, I think goes, you're right. I think this is where I was feeling him. I think Star-Lord needs to be brought to top of A. I think that's just fair. Magik, top of A. Sure. That's fine. Rocket, again, we just said A. Scarlet Witch, bottom A. I think this is a fair assessment so far. Spidey-Man, top of B, fair. Storm, middle B, sure. Magneto, getting towards the bottom B, okay. And then Penny is bottom B right now. Now, I could make an argument that Penny is better than Magneto. I think Penny deserves to be in front of Magneto. I could see that being the case. I could see there's an argument to be made that Penny is better than Magneto. Simply for the fact that she has, her kit is very versatile. I feel like she doesn't need a crutch as where Magneto sometimes does because of this whole Scarlet Witch combo. I honestly feel like maybe her ult could be a little better. A tad bit. Because I haven't seen her ultimate being the most like impactful thing in the game. But maybe, I don't know. Maybe it could be adjusted. But I think she's better than Magneto. Hulk's top of C. I think that's fair to leave him at top of C right now. Mantis, yeah, her ult's kind of whatever. Yeah. Mantis, obviously, we kind of talked about already at length. Like, just needs work. Black Panther has so much potential that he needs help. I think just a little bit more, because his skill ceiling is high, but his base stats are just not that. His, like, when most people play as him, they're gonna try and want to use his claws and not think about, oh, you have to combo with him to like get kills. And obviously that's because of the way they yes, it is the way they designed him and the reason why they designed him, but like, come on, there's just certain, I feel like, foundational things to his character that need to be there in order for him to like to be even better. So that's why he's, I think, bottom C still. Iron Man needs to be a little better, and I think only because of the fact that we talked about earlier, his movement speed and some of those other aspects to his character are just not strong enough. But also some of these other characters just absolutely destroy him. He's the Iron Can, and that's why he's just not up there yet. Namor, I think it's time to go back to formula with Namor. So as it stands, that's where it's at. And I think this is the post-alpha analysis and tier list of these characters. What do you guys think? Is this a fair assessment so far? This is where everyone should stand, I think.